Soft Freight Logic SFL is dedicated to supporting and elevating logistics businesses through technology. Powered by CargoWise One, our ecosystem comprises of consultancy, implementations and support. Our mission: we believe in constantly challenging how things are done, to create opportunities for us and our partners and ultimately collaborate with us to stay ahead of the game. SFL. Innovative logistics experts. Joining us here today, President of Jones International, Nicolas Aubert, sharing some industry insights and how he has been overcoming industry challenges.
Nicolas, I'm Wendy from SFL. I'm a communications strategist. I'm happy to have you joining me to give me some industry insights that's happening in Canada. Just a formal introduction to you. You're the president of Jones International. What are some of the major challenges that you are facing right now in Canada?
Well, one of the major challenges that we're facing right now is the unavailability of the manpower. We hardly find people to provide the service here. This is one of the issues we're facing right now, one of the challenges. The other challenge is obviously the congestion, but the port congestion hasn't been that bad lately. It has improved a lot. In Canada, it's not that bad because Port of Vancouver, Port of Montreal, Port of Halifax offer kind of different options. We have I would say, a fairly good cargo flow locally in Canada with the ports. Like I said, it's just to manage the growth that is an issue. Also, to have the good business intelligence. This is why we like working with SFL Group, because we're lacking business intelligence related to customers forecast, business forecast, job count forecast, in order to manage adequately our need in manpower. So to face the cash flow requirements to handle all the growth. As I said, congestion is not such an issue, but the rate increase becomes an issue when it comes to supporting the payables for the import cargo from different Asian or even European origin. So these are the main issues. So business intelligence and manpower, and also it would be, and because of the lack of manpower, we try to the challenge is to find different ways to automate a lot of tasks within our regular process in order to save on manpower and to be able to automate through tools like CargoWise to automate as much as possible and optimize the profitability of each file.
With that being said, and recently we've seen COVID-19 mandate on the truck drivers in Canada. I mean, that's just an added pressure now, added to the pandemic and with the labor shortages. How has that affected your business, or what is your views on that?
So what we see is just the tip of an iceberg that is making a lot of noise, but most of our partners are vaccinated. We have no problems whatsoever finding the proper resources to truck the containers.
I've also read about the environmental regulations that Canada imposes on the companies or the people around there. Is that something that affects you guys, or have you all transitioned into it, into that clean technology space?
A lot of carriers are starting to comply with those regulations, but we're just beginning to see the impact of it. As far as our operation is concerned, we don't see any impact of the new regulation. It's mainly on our cost that we see an impact, because we see a slight increase because of those new regulations and new clean fuel or requirements.
Let's be honest, there's been pain points in this industry that's been going on for years. And what are some of the pain points in the industry that you have identified that you have came up with some kind of solutions or digitalization to combat that?
Well, I think the major pain point is the power that the ocean carriers have. They have, especially since the last 24 months, the ocean carriers have huge power over the shippers and importers, as well as over freight forwarders. Obviously, they actually start their own freight forwarding business if they don't actually buy freight forwarders. So it's known to the industry that some major carriers, they would like to push freight forwarders away from the equation. This is a pain point that we see, so we have to adapt our offer to tailor the new reality. We need to make sure that we're very close to customers, that we provide them with service and values that they won't get with the ocean carriers, and we not only word, we have to translate that into action, clear action and value for the customers. That's why I was talking about business intelligence, because we'd like to increment our service offer with intelligence, artificial intelligence, in order to be able to give customers a full scope of their business and make them able to forecast their, for example, supply requirement, to see exactly what's their main import season, help them to maybe optimize the supply process so they can order when when the prices are lower. So different kind of strategy that we'd like to propose our customers with added value services coming from the technology like AI.
I absolutely agree with that. I mean, especially with Canada, with the labor shortages, you can't have your manpower doing all those mundane tasks, because you're going to have them more on the increasing the service levels of the business, creating their client relationships to secure that business for the future. As you said, digitalization seems like the way to go to make that transition much easier, or for you to be on top of your game and to not lose any more business. How has it been a leader in the pandemic, trying to now, you're the president of Jones International and having to lead your team into the unknown? How has that transition been for the last 24 months? I mean, what was some of your strategies or your leadership styles?
You need to be there. You need to be involved with the team. You can't just be a inactive leader. You have to be there. You have to participate with the team and to face the different challenges they face. I have a good leadership team. I have people that are pretty close with customers and carriers. So we keep our strategic position with them, and we see how the market behaves.
There you have it, guys. President of Jones International, taking us on the industry insights in the supply chain challenges in Canada, and his leadership style on how to make it work, even though the pressures of labor shortages out there. But he's made the decision that digitalization is the way for him and the company to grow amidst all these challenges and all the pain points in this industry.
SFL. Digitally Elevate.